Well, the goal of this week is to send the message of what happens when you have progressive policies and what happens when you have policies that support working families, when you invest in education, when you bring down the cost of prescription drugs. What happens when Democrats are in charge is we get to move forward. And so we want to light that fire under Kamala and Tim and make sure that we launch them into the remaining days of this election to a victory on November 5th. It's really about the message. That's why we were successful in getting the convention here in Chicago, to talk about what a progressive state with progressive policies can do for America.
Hey, Senator, what do you make of the Democrats' ability to hold on to the Senate this fall, given the change at the top of the ticket?
I think we're going to have we always had a good chance of holding the Senate. I think that is a much stronger change. With what happened at the top ticket, that's even stronger now. We're not taking anything for granted. We're sending busloads of people into Wisconsin to work for Tammy Baldwin. I've been traveling a lot working for Sherrod Brown. We have to hold the Midwest. I've said time and again, people talk about the blue wall. Illinois is the rebar in that blue wall. We're the state that shows what our policies can do for the good of the nation and for working families. And so I'm very excited that we'll come back again and have Senate majority and have Tim Walz as the vice president to cast those votes for us. Well, I think that what's happening in Gaza is absolutely a humanitarian crisis. I've been calling for a mutual ceasefire. That's what has to happen. So far, the rejections of the ceasefire deal has come from the Hamas side of things, but we do need to continue to support our ally Israel. At the same time, we need to remember the hostages need to come home. Many of them have died in captivity, but we also have to work on getting humanitarian aid into Gaza. Something that I've been working on now for quite a while is to get more aid directly into Gaza so that it is not stopped by IDF forces, so that it can actually get to the people. That's where my focus is. I am going to give a speech. I can't talk about what it's going to be about, but I'm really pleased that I'm going to be giving a speech that's really going to be talking about the policies that Kamala's going to push forward. But it'll be a surprise that day. IVF will definitely make its way into it, but I'll also talk about the military as well. Oh my gosh, you know what? We are going to give him all the flowers. I'm actually going to go meet him today as he lands, and I'll do the tarmac greeting. What Joe Biden has done is what George Washington did, stepped away from the halls of power for the good of the nation. And I spent part of Friday with him in the Oval Office. I think Speaker Welch was there with me when he used his Antiquities Act to declare a national monument in Springfield for the 1908 race riots. We're going to give him all the flowers. We're going to talk about the fact that he's probably the greatest labor president, the greatest renewal president we've had.